It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it is Katie Lee. I almost died today, and I'm not even being dramatic, okay? I don't know what it is about me, but any vehicle that I ever drive, I just have this giant, I'm a magnet for people that just don't know how to drive. People just want to hit my vehicle. Like, even I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, yeah, you've always had this issue. So I was on my way to work this morning, and I live in Shelley, so I take the back roads so I don't have to drive through town or anything. And I was driving down the road. I had the right of way. There was no stop sign where I'm driving, and this lady just absolutely blows her stop sign. Thankfully, I have the motorcycle rider brain, and so I am always checking stop signs, making sure people actually stop. So I'll look ahead before I go through and make sure that people are stopped or are going to stop. This lady, she was not slowing down. I was feeling a little hesitant, and I'm just like, okay, we're going to just, dial it back a little bit on our speed. I wasn't going very fast, by the way. And she just, blew through it. Absolutely. I about hit her. Slammed my horn. She jumps up off of her phone, and I'm just like, dude, seriously? Anyways, thankfully, I have the motorcycle brain, and I am very. I've been hit one time because nobody was watching, and so ever since that day, I have just had that PTSD basically, and I just stress about it anytime that nobody stops at the stop signs. So this is just everybody's reminder: stop at stop signs. Get off your phone. Thank you. Z103, it is Katie Lee, and I've got your 2 o'clock tea for today. So Superman held on to the top spot at the box office this weekend. I've heard a lot of good things about that, not gonna lie, but not as good for Smurfs, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Very underwhelming for them. So sad. Anyways, they've finally started filming Practical Magic 2 with Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock. I'm really excited for that. I love Practical Magic. So I really hope they don't mess up the second one. Adam Sandler had to rewrite Happy Gilmore 2 after Carl Weathers died, even though, his character died the first one, but he was going to be a big part of the sequel, so he did have to rewrite it. So there was, those of you that are fans of The Last of Us, you're going to have to wait until at least 2027 for season 3. That's crazy. Peacock's Friday the 13th prequel series found its Jason. Drake Bell says that most Nickelodeon kids don't get residuals. Okay, music news. This is what I was looking for. Tyler, the Creator, he dropped his new album today, and it's called Don't Tap the Glass. Mariah Carey is working on releasing the details of her new album, MC16. We should see those today, hopefully. Also, new album, Jack Boys 2 by Travis Scott and his Jack Boys Collective is the new #1 album in the country. And Billie Eilish is in the middle of a 4-night stand in Manchester that's also being filmed as part of a 3D collaboration with James Cameron. So, that's kind of cool. Oh, and this one, of course, we can't forget about this one. Nicki Minaj. Remember her beef with SZA? She decided to bring in Drake and Beyonce. Man, gotta love it. 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. I don't know what it is about today, but I know it's Monday, but I'm so tired today. I am already 1 coffee, 1 Red Bull in, and I feel like I need at least an IV drip of Red Bull right now because I just don't know how I'm going to make it till the end of the day. Z103, it is Katie Lee. I hate when we get those stupid spam texts. Well, there's a new one hitting phones around Idaho, and this one is a scam. Not a spam, scam. People are getting fake texts claiming that they owe traffic ticket money and that they need to pay right now or face penalties. So basically, all I gotta say is if you get a random link texted to you, never, ever, 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 ever click the link. Most likely, it's not real, and it's not from the Idaho DMV. DMV also says that they would never text you about unpaid tickets, threaten legal action, or ask for payment through sketchy links. I feel like that's common knowledge, but just reminder to everybody, do not click a link that is randomly sent to you. If you don't know the number, don't click it. So, like I said, don't click those, and if you do get something like that, report it to the FTC and then delete it. And if you want to check your real DMV status, go to dmv.idaho.gov. So, More details about that whole situation, head over to eastidahonews.com. Okay, so I just saw this. The whole thing with Coldplay and that astronaut CEO whatever guy. Coldplay is now warning fans before the kiss cams so they don't reveal any more affairs. So I'm kind of bummed that they're relieving it because I feel like that's so, I don't know, sneaky, and I love it, but whatever. It's probably smart on their end to announce that, hey, we're doing the kiss cam. All affairs and side pieces, hide. Z103, it is Katie Lee. I wanted to talk to you about something that's going on happening August 10th. Okay, mark your calendars. If you are 21 years and older, and you're single, and you're tired of online dating, I would like to introduce to you hot takes and speed dates. So basically, it's a speed dating event, but super low. It's really chill. It's not like crazy or anything. So basically, it's an afternoon of your quick debates, some speed dating, getting to know each other. Maybe you'll find your special someone. For those of you that are seriously wanting a connection, you're tired of online dating, this is perfect for you. And it's just an easy afternoon, okay? So if you would like to get in on this, there is a RSVP link. You do have to RSVP because there are limited spots for this. Go and RSVP now through any of the apps, Vibes 103, Throwback 103, and Z103. It's totally free. Hot takes and speed dates, August 10th, 2 p.m. Go and RSVP now. Get your single friends and make it a whole thing for an afternoon. I think it'll be fun. So, yeah, links are in the apps, Vibes 103, Throwback 103, Z103, or go find them on the socials as well. TSA is trying to get us to love them a little bit more. And honestly, I'm totally okay with that because they nixed their shoes off policy and now they are creating a family lane. So at the security checkpoints, so they're only available at like few airports, but it's mainly for like the families that really struggle with trying to get through TSA with all the munchkins so they don't have to feel stressed out and feel bad for having to deal with their kids in front of everybody. And so honestly, I feel like it's going to be good for the parents because it's going to be just for families and then you're going to have your other people on the other ends. Sadly, we don't get this over at Salt Lake or anywhere else just yet. They're testing it out in other places, but I'm all about this. I think this will be awesome. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. It is Katie Lee. We're talking about your type. You know, everybody, I feel like, has that mental checklist of everything that your perfect person has to be. Let's remember, not anybody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Hannah Montana said it best. But here is the also thing that I wanted to mention. The other thing, there was a poll that was found that 40% of people say their partner isn't actually their type. And 92% say that there's at least one big thing that they do not match on. And I love that so much. So things like that, maybe one of you runs hot, one of you runs cold, one of you prefers the room to be hotter or whatever. I don't know. That's a classic one, but that's kind of the point, isn't it? I feel like relationships they're not about finding somebody that's exactly like you because that's just going to clash. It's all about finding the balance of somebody that balances you out, somebody who makes you think of interesting things, or just they bump up life a little bit more for you. They like to surprise you. So if you're going out with somebody and they don't check all of the things, all the boxes, that might not be a bad thing. That might be something that's really good for you, actually. So don't just be like, sorry, you don't check anything off. Bye. Maybe take another look at it. See what things mesh together between you guys. Z103, it is Katie Lee. I'm not going to lie. I hate spiders. I really do. But I also know that some spiders are actually really good and they're not bad. And with that, I also have a gnat problem in my house. I open up my windows every single night and I have to have that or else my house is just hot during the day. But that also lets in a ton of gnats and I'm so tired of it. I have sticky trap thingies all over my house, and it still is not solving my problem. So last night, I had my little sweet treat with me, and I was winding down for the evening. I got up on the couch, and I looked, and there was a daddy longleg in my windowsill. And I'm just like, oh no, I can't have a spider in my house. But then I'm just like, wait, daddy longleg is going to go and eat my gnats for me. At least I sure hope he will. I don't know. Daddy longlegs are not bad spiders. They've never been bad spiders. Technically, somebody told me once upon a time that they're not even spiders. They're in a whole different group. Anyways, I've never been scared of daddy longlegs. I just don't like them on me. So I told him, I had a little talk with him. I looked at him and I'm just like, sir or ma'am, I probably should have specified. I don't know what it is. Anyways, I'm just like, you stay there, leave me alone. You leave Nix alone and you eat whatever gnats come through that window and it's all yours. Just stay in your corner of the house and I'll stay in my areas and just, we won't bother each other. And then you can just live here and that's fine. And then we both went our separate ways. Haven't seen him yet, but as long as it's not a hobo, I'm totally fine with it. Daddy longlegs are fine, but I will only allow one. Any more, that's no more. No. I will only allow one. Also, the jumping spiders are really cute, but they have to go outside. I don't like spiders, but I like them when they're handy. So if he doesn't start pulling his weight around the house, though, he will be getting booted outside. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. It is Katie Lee, and I've got your daily dummy for today. I don't know where this came from or why he got this good idea, but I also feel like I know a couple of people that would happily have done this. So the cops in Nevada, they were called after a shirtless man was seen chugging a full bottle of Tabasco and then challenging strangers to fight in a sporting goods store parking lot. Like I said, I know a handful of guys that probably would have done this exact same thing. This sounds like something that would have happened downtown Idaho Falls on a late Saturday night. Anyways, moving on. Police arrived. He greeted them with, some colorful language, something that's not allowed. He was in a pointy thing in his hand. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Probably his insides are probably wrecked by now, though. An entire bottle of Tabasco? Like, dude. He is facing assault and drug charges. Bottle of Tabasco, though. I don't know. That thing's gone. Like, I just want to know how he dealt with this whole situation, being in a jail cell. I mean, they do have toilets there, I guess, but like, would have been terrible to been his jailmate that one night. Yikes. Z103, it's Katie Lee, my friends. I'm out of here for the day. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.